It's time for the Dugout Crew. Brought to you by the David 3000 Network, MVG Productions, and the 25. And now, here is the Dugout Crew.
There we go. Let's try that again. I muted myself. Oh my goodness. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, play ball and batter up. Welcome to another episode of the Dugout Crew Dugout Crew podcast, episode 6 of the show. May the 2nd, 2024. I want to wish a happy birthday out there to Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. He is 52 years old today. Welcome, and I am Eric Lehman, the host of the Dugout Crew podcast. To my right, today, Jason DeCanio and Joey Acacia will not be on. They have other things. They have things they need to deal with. So we'll let them. Hopefully, they'll be back next week. But with me here is a Houston Astros fan here, and also he believes in Joe Hendry, ladies and gentlemen. Havoc himself, Jesse Ortiz. What's going on, Jesse?
Not much. Just shocked that the Astros are bottoming out so early in the season.
I know. You think of the Astros, they always been hanging in there in the playoffs since winning the World Series back in 2017, and they're 10-20. I'm sure you'll have more reports on the Astros. But we got to get going with the MLB news. I'm also watching the Red Sox Giants game right now, the matinee version. They're tied at 1, top of the 6th. Zach Kelly is on the mound, and they got 2 outs. So hopefully they get a chance to sweep the Giants. I'll tell you one thing: this homestand's a lot better than their previous homestand. So I'm very, very pleased about that. And I think after they come here, they're going to go in against the hot Minnesota Twins. Let's get to the accomplishments. The Phillies, first team to get 20 wins. The Philadelphia Phillies. So the Phillies got a good ball club. I mean, you guys got power hitters like Bryce Harper and Carl Schwarber. And, guys like those two, hey, that's good. That's a good thing. Like I said, I mentioned the Twins won 10 straight. And they're facing the Red Sox next on the road. So, but the Red Sox have been the Road Warriors, no, without having a manager named Paul Ellering, on the road there. Alex Cora could be there. Paul Ellering is, So hopefully the Red Sox could stop that 10-game winning streak of the Minnesota Twins. Shota Imanaga, whom the Red Sox faced in that homestand, that first game against the Cubbies, has absolutely been dominant to start his MLB career. The lowest ERA in the first 6 career starts since earned run official in both leagues, 1913, excluding openers. 1981, Fernando Valenzuela, when he was a rookie, 0.33 ERA. Dave Boo Ferris for the Red Sox at 0.50. 1945, Bob Shockey in 1913, 0.75. And now, 2024, Shota Imanaga, 0.78. That these Japanese pitchers, let me tell you, I know a thing or two about having Japanese pitchers on your team, because they had the unorthodox styles. That it's a little different. The thing, the difference is that when you come here to the States, the ball's a little different and everything else, and the way they do things is a bit different than over there in the land of the rising sun. And sometimes you do well, sometimes you don't. And And I remember, getting Daisuke Matsuzaka. I was pretty excited about him because I remember him in the World Baseball Classic. He was a lights out pitcher then, and probably he had very, very tough time adjusting to the States. And that's his first couple of seasons it did pretty good, but then he was struggling a little bit. But I just say, hey, in his rookie season, the Red Sox won the World Series. Could have been rookie of the year in my personal opinion, but it went to Pedroia. Thank God for that. So now for the injuries. Also, before I continue on, Hideki Okajima, he was one of the main reasons why the Red Sox won the World Series that year. He was a great setup, dude. He was totally awesome. Really impressed. All right, so injuries. Mariners J.P. Crawford's going on the IL with a grade 1 oblique strain. So that's going to hurt the Mariners just a little bit because he's pretty good with the Mariners. And he's probably one of the reasons why the Mariners are in first place in the AL West for the time being. And gotta tell you, Jess, hopefully they can keep it up without him. Marlins pitcher Jesus Luzardo has been scratched and will undergo testing for elbow discomfort. Hopefully he'll be okay. And Brewers pitcher Wade Miley, this is going to hurt in Milwaukee because Wade Miley's one of their great pitchers, will undergo Tommy John surgery. That means he's out for the season.
Damn.
That's going to hurt the Brewers. That is going to hurt the Brewers because I know he's one of the reasons why the Brewers have been that's one of the reasons why I think Wade Miley is one of the main reasons why the Brewers have been very successful in the in the National League Central. Angels. For goodness sakes, David, spell Angels right. Because Angles. Was it Kurt Angles got a team now? It's true. I'm on the owner of a Major League team called the Angles. It's Angels, Angels. Mike Trout needs surgery on his knee. He's going to be out for the season. Angels don't have any luck, man. They lose Shohei Ohtani. He went to the Dodgers, and then you lose Trout for the season. There goes your offense right there.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if the Angels ended up finishing last place. I'm very, very surprised they've been hanging in there in the AL West. That's the only thing. That's why I'm shocked the Astros are in last place. They shouldn't be. Angels should be. But anyways, so transactions, call-up updates. I like the way. The Mets activated J.D. Martinez to their lineup. That's going to help the Mets immensely. I'm sure Jason DeCanio is pretty happy about that. Orioles Jackson Holiday, the son of Matt Holliday, option to AAA. That's pretty shocking. They probably activated somebody from the IL just to get up there. Meanwhile, it's the bottom of the 6th right now. Sox and Giants are tied at 1. And the Red Sox got Cubs first baseman Garrett Cooper for cash. And he was in the lineup not too long ago, and he gets hit in the wrist. Another injury. I'm like, oh, great. The Angels, Kevin Pillar, not Millar, Pillar signed to a 1-year deal. Well, they're going to need him now with Cooper's DHing. Okay. So they need him after losing Mike Trout for the season. So Kevin Pillar, hopefully he can do well. And the Red Sox signed another player, Dominic Smith, who was in the lineup yesterday. And base hit by Garrett Cooper. Nice job. Okay. So yeah, Dominic Smith, just new to the team, entered the lineup yesterday, got a base hit against the Giants. So I'm very happy about that. And there was rumors that they were not going to bring back the weekend uniform, players' weekend uniform, something like that. But they are bringing it back from August the 16th to the 18th without nickname jerseys. Oh, without nickname jerseys, no nicknames. That could be that's fine. I mean, the nickname thing is pretty cool and funny and all, but like once in a while, have a special jerseys. Astros, we just talked about them before we went on the air. Worst start since 1969, last place since 2016. Jesse better tell the Astros to get on the case. You know,
Yeah.
they
It's not looking good when you're
but,
having to option players.
yeah, but do not fear though. Do not fear. The Marlins have the worst record in baseball right now.
Dang.
Yep. So, but reported Tim Kirkshin on Frank Cohen's future. West Tarantino. I'm going to do my Tim Kirkshin impression here because he's a funny guy too. All right, reported Tim Kirkshin on Frank Cohen's future. West Tarantino is going to get healthy, then he'll be back managing a year and a half. He loves the game, part of his fiber in every way. Will not be shocked to see him back. What do you think? That's my Tim Kirkjian. That's my best Tim Kirkjian impression. Well, all the scouts and everything. They always talk about scouts and who's related to who. Oh, he's hilarious. And JP and Aaron Sibia did the best. I had the Blue Jay camp, and I was like, "What is this? 12?" Oh, Tim Kirkjian. Oh, MLB is making changes to new uniforms after weeks of complaints from players and fans. I wonder what those. All right. The changes will include larger lettering on the back of jerseys, remedying mismatched gray tops and bottoms, and addressing the issue of jerseys collecting sweat. Okay. And finally, in the MLB news, the Diamondbacks game was delayed due to a bee colony. Let's see if we can make some jokes out of that, shall we? Bee colony. Well, you're talking about stinging line drives. There's a stinger for you right there. Sometimes the game couldn't be full of honey, we'll check out some honeys at the ball game. Wait a minute, there's a bunch of bees over there. Anyways, yeah, Diamondbacks game delayed to a bee colony. I think that's the first time ever the game has been delayed due to insect. We've seen rain delays, and I know we've seen ball games happen in the snow, but a bee colony. Shoot, it couldn't. Anyways, the Red Sox didn't score in the sixth, so yeah, and also the MLB news. I gotta tell you, it's something else. Oh, 2 comments. What's going on? Let's see if any Red Sox news. Hello, hi, Godfather Dom. How you doing? Red Sox news as of today. Right now there's a game on, and the Red Sox and Giants are tied at 1. So, but we'll get to our team's news. Jesse, what you got for the Astros besides what I had here?
Well, the Astros are optioning Jose Abreu. He's their high-priced slugger. After some massive early season struggles, one of the Houston Astros sluggers is no longer with the team. The Houston Astros have had tons of roster turnover throughout the early part of this season. It's one of the main reasons why they got off to one of their worst starts in franchise history since 2011, 12, and 13, where they've had 100 lost seasons, which is bad.
Yeah, your Astros are struggling big time.
And they currently sit at 10 games below 500, entering their 6th home stretch beginning Tuesday. Many of the roster changes have come from injuries, forcing them to rely upon minor league pitching that delivered disastrous results. Kind of like what was happening last season with the Athletics, where they were having all those minor league players come in and they're getting. Joey was like, just not happy with the team. Well, now I feel his pain because, man. But this latest move has some from poor performance, as Chandler Rome of The Athletic reports. Slugger Jose Abreu is no longer with the team, as both sides agreed to him being optioned to West Palm Beach. The goal of this is reportedly to get some at bats and his timing back right, and the move will be effective tomorrow. General Manager Dana Brown said he unselfishly was on board an agreement with going back to West Palm Beach. Abreu had a rough stretch since joining the Astros prior to 2023 on a 3-year, $58 million. Damn, they paid him that much. $58 million deal. Last season, he had his career worst slash line of 237, 296, 383 with just 18 home runs. It was the first time in his 10-year career that he had finished with an OPS plus under 100 when he put up an 87. Wow, that's bad. However, there was some hope that the slugger might have found something at the plate late last season when he flashed his patented power that carried over into the playoffs. That has not been the case so far. Abreu is slashing an abysmal .099, 156, 113 with 0 home runs and 3 RBI through 22 games. He had already started to get less playing time, but an 0-9 stretch in Mexico City against the Colorado Rockies was likely the final nail in the coffin for both parties. Houston had already announced they are calling up their star prospect Joey Loperfido, who is expected to get the majority of reps at first base to spell the slumping Abreu. That's a good thing. That maybe he'll help turn around the Astros. Now, with this move being announced, it is clear that the youngster will get the Lions' share of work with the hope that he can provide a boost to this lineup. What else comes out of this move remains to be seen. But on May 1st, Abreu officially will not be with the Astros.
Oh boy, that it?
And let's see what else there is because I want to check the. I definitely want to see the injuries.
Go ahead. All you.
Let's see their injuries and their roster moves from MLB.com. That's my source. May 1st, off outfielder Chas McCormick, right hamstring, placed on the injured list. INF Joe Amaya, recalled from the Sugarland Space Cowboys. The Astros placed McCormick on the injured reserve. This because of a hamstring injury he's battled for a while. McCormick last played Saturday, going 1 of 4 for the season. McCormick was batting .236 with no home runs and 8 RBIs. The Astros acquired Amaya last month from the Marlins in exchange for cash and minor league right-handed pitcher Valente Bellozo. Amaya appeared in 18 games for Sugarland, slashing 190, 297, 302 with 1 homer and 14 RBIs at 63 at bats. And Christian Javier and Jose Urquidy both throw on the mound in Houston. Javier was stretched from his schedule to start at Nationals Park on April 21st with right neck discomfort. Threw a bullpen Wednesday and could be in line to come off the IL this weekend against the Mariners. Meanwhile, Urquidy, who suffered an elbow injury in March, threw 30 pitches in a live BP session. Wednesday, manager Joe Espada said Urquidy may need one more live BP before going out on a minor league rehab assignment. We really need our pitchers to come back. And April 30th, Joey. Okay, yeah. Greg Kessinger is placed on IL. And then, of course, Jose Abreu is optioned. So that's pretty much the injuries. I'm curious to see how that new first baseman is going to do for us.
Hopefully he can help out for the Astros, man. And with Abreu gone, just
I think it's age too. I think, once you hit,
Abreu's 37.
yeah.
I'm not mistaken.
I mean, Yuli Gurriel was starting to struggle as well. That's why we let him go. And I guess, you know, they bringing him in was good. They thought that was going to be him, but no. But I'm hoping I don't know if it's. I guess mostly due to I think all the injuries and stuff. It's just none of the players can stay healthy. The
Yeah,
pitch, more so the pitchers. The pitchers were at the start of the 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 season were already hurt. McCullers, um, Christian Javier. It's bad.
yeah,
But the
injuries
good
can.
thing is the Texas Rangers are number 2 right now. The
Mhm.
AL West is right now is just the it's an open division.
Yeah, Texas Rangers defending World Series champions. Who I thought we would say that, but here we are. And, the Astros, man, a lot of injuries. Well, like the Red Sox, a lot of injuries to key players are really, we would thought we'd be, going under 500, and that will segue. So is that it for the
Yeah, that's it for the Houston Astros.
uh, so I'll talk about the Red Sox then, and we'll talk about other teams we want to. The reason why the Red Sox have been doing very well in pitching, all right, and this is from ESPN April Team Grade, which is they were given a C plus. New pitching coach Andrew Bailey, who's a former closer for the Red Sox, had Red Sox throw more breaking balls, and that approach has worked wonders with the rotation posting a 2.11 ERA through the first 28 games in April. That's not bad. The only problem is Nick Pivetta, right elbow flexor strain, Garrett Whitlock, oblique strain, and Brian Bayo, lat tightness are all on the IL. And they had to turn to Chase Anderson and bullpen games to fill in. Throw in Trevor Story's season-ending fractured shoulder socket and Christian Cost's torn cartilage in his rib cage, and all the goodbyes have been cool for now. Well, they listen, the Red Sox, treading water. They're right now in third place. They're down by 1 in the top of the 7th inning, no out. Cam Boozer's on the mound. They had added a lot of guys too, and that and they've been helping out a whole lot. And as you know, they did get they signed Dominic Smith after he opted out from the race because that's where the Red Sox got him from. You know, and what the good news is about everything is starting to go into place here. The goal is for Vaughn Grissom to join the Red Sox in Minnesota on Friday. That could help out the team. Pivetta will throw Thursday in Worcester, and Brian Bayo will throw a rehab start early next week. So that is a good thing. Um, and Masataka Yoshida's going on the injured list. Good Lord. Can we get a break here?
I know. It seems like a lot of players are going down with injuries.
Yeah. So you know what though? You get these injuries out of the way earlier in the season. When we come back, and usually the Red Sox have this reputation of doing well in the first half and suck in the second half. Get the injuries out of the way, get them good. Get them out of the way. Except for those who are out for the season, like Trevor Story, you get him going. You get all these players back. If they get back to their groove, healthy, by the time the second half comes around, Red Sox will hopefully be contenders. And Red Sox Garrett Cooper expected to be fine. I saw him in the lineup as DH today. They're conducting external audit as baseball boss Craig Breslow considers changes. He's concerned so I can at the upside raise deal. Also, the Red Sox also made another trade. They traded Garrett Cooper for cash considerations. They did the same thing with the Mets for Zach Short, who is.
Oh yeah, I saw that right now.
Yeah, Zach Short is in the game. Also, I think he's the second baseman, so he can play any field. That could help the team out a little bit. And I got to tell you, like I said, some of these players are really contributing, and that's why the Red Sox are third place right now behind New York and Baltimore with a game out. So what's going on in May? Well, the Red Sox playing against the Giants right now. That will be the last of the homestand. They're gonna have a short road trip, 3 against Minnesota over the weekend, and then they'll have a Monday off. And this is in the month of May now. 2-game series against Atlanta. It looks like the Red Sox will be seeing their old friend Chris Sale. That's going to be and the Giants are scoring another run, 3-1. in the top of the seventh. I think it's a sac fly, 2 outs. So that's good news. So at least we can get a chance. Hopefully, the Red Sox got a couple more innings to catch up. Right now, so for the rest of the schedule in May, then they'll have a 7-game homestand. The Nationals will be coming into town for 3 next weekend. And the Tampa Bay Rays will come in for a 4-game series. And then another 6-game road trip in May. St. Louis for 3 and Tampa Bay for 3. And then short homestand to the last leg of May. The Brewers will be 3-game series over that weekend. And then the Red Sox will go to Camden Yards for a short 3-game stint with a 3-game road trip against the Orioles. And then to end May and to start June, a 4-game series at home against the Detroit Tigers. So I got to tell you, it is amazing about like it's amazing about how things are just so Red Sox, like I say, sometimes you see injuries like, oh great, our season's gonna suck. Our season's gonna suck. We're gonna be in last place again, yada yada yada. Management does not care. I say get the injuries out of the way, and once everybody comes back healthy and finding their groove, finding their mark, Red Sox get going, and if they can put up some wins in a row, Red Sox got a pretty good, decent chance to make the playoffs. But then again, we don't know for sure. So right now, let's check the standings. We'll start with the American League in the standings. The Orioles and the Yankees tied for first place. But by percentage points, the Orioles are in first place with 6.633. Yankees at 20 and 12, 6.25. Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. So they have more wins than the Yankees do. I mean, Yankees got more wins than the Orioles do, but the Orioles got by percentage points, they're in the lead. Meanwhile, the Red Sox at 18 and 13, 1.5 games out. The Blue Jays, 5 games out at 15 and 17. And the Rays are in last place. Very shocking, considering how well they have been doing. With 6 games out at 14 18. Meanwhile, in the Central, the Cleveland Guardians in first place by 2 games at 20 and 10. The Royals at second place, 19 and 13, 2 games out. Detroit Tigers, 18 and 13, 2.5 games out. The Twins, 17 and 13, 3 games out. And as Dominic mentioned, the Chicago White Sox at 6 and 25 last.
That's
dead.
awful.
That's dead last. Then we go to the American League West. I know you touched base on it. The Mariners in first place, 17 and 14, 1 game ahead of the defending World Series champ, Texas Rangers at 16 and 15. Oakland in third place. Joey Casey has got to be pleasantly surprised.
Yes. It's probably because of that Tyler what's his name? Tyler Nevin.
Yeah, Phil Nevin's kid.
That guy's been on a 9. That guy's been on a hitting streak.
Yeah. Yeah, they're at 15 and 17 with 2.5 out. The Angels at 11 and 26 games out in your beloved Houston Astros, 10 and 20, 6.5 out. So yeah, we're in the second month of the baseball season in May. Meanwhile, let's go to the East. The Braves at 20 and 9 in first place by percentage points, 690. While the Phillies are 21 and 11, but they're down in second place due to percentage points at 0.656, half game out of first place. That's weird. That's what doesn't make a whole bunch of sense to me. And the Nationals are dead set on 500, 15-15. So are the Mets. So are the Mets tied for third place with 5.5 games out. The Marlins, the Marlins 9 and 24. The Marlins, I think David screwed up here. It ain't the Marlins got the worst record in baseball. It's the Chicago White Sox.
Yeah, the White Sox are the ones.
David, you're executive producer. Oh my goodness.
I can just hear him right now. He's like, "Showy guys,
my bad. Yeah, you screwed. You botched it, David. It's the White Sox that got the worst record in baseball, not the Marlins. Goodness sakes. Maybe it's by percentage points. Let me see. The Marlins wait, hold on. Yeah, the Marlins are at 273. Let's see, Chicago percentage points. Yeah, yeah, 194. No, it's percentage. It's percent. It's Chicago.
Yeah, Chicago's the one with the worst thing.
Yeah, why did he put the Marlins down on the news round? I don't know.
Here's an
Anyway,
interesting article.
huh?
Here's an interesting article I just found.
All right.
It says MLB fans roast A's owner for naming Aaron Judge as a selling point for Sacramento ballpark.
Oh my God.
How did David miss that one?
Oh my gosh. Joey and Casey's got to be like, what in the bleeping bleep is going on here?
they could get him, like they could get Aaron Judge.
Yeah, they think they can get Aaron Judge. Oh, good Lord. And you lie to the people. That's how desperate you want to make money. Oh my goodness. Talk about Sacramento. I think everybody wants to leave Sacramento just like The Rock. Anyways, leaving Sacramento. Anyways, let's go to National League Central. The Brewers at 19-11, still in first place by a half a game over the Cubs, and sitting at 19-12. The Reds, Kevin Hendry's team, at 16-15 with 3.5 games out. The Cardinals, 14-17, 5.5 games out, and the Pirates are in last place, 14-18. So,
Damn, that's a bad turnaround from last year.
yeah, I remember the Pirates used to dominate the Red Sox in the beginning of last season, so that was crazy. But wait a minute, I think we were wrong. 6-25. Yeah, so the Dodgers, obviously, thanks to the addition of Shohei Ohtani and Yoshinobu Yamamoto, ended up at 20-13, first place by 4.5 over the San Diego Padres. Shout out to Don Orsillo. He follows me on Twitter, aka X, and still does, even though he's a Padres broadcast. He's a broadcast for the Red Sox from 2001 to 2016. That means he got a chance to call and a chance to be part of 3 World Series teams. And they're sitting at the Padres sitting at 16-18, 4.5 out. The Giants, who we're facing right now at 14-17, 5.5 out. The Diamondbacks, the defending National League champions, at 14-18, 5.5 games out, 5.5 out. And the Colorado Rockies, 7-24. So far, the White Sox still got the worst record in baseball. They're sitting at 12.5 out in the last place. So you talk about the Rockies, it's the Marlins, the Rockies, and the White Sox that are the worst teams right now. And you know what I'm going to do? For the very first time, I'm going to the Red Sox got to do something. Okay, I'm going to check out the Worcester Red Sox roster, and because that's the minor league team. Let's see if I can find. Let's see. They have Richard Fitz. They got Jason Alexander, and no, he's not. George Costanza on Seinfeld. Ticket questions. I know Bailey Horn. Let's see. Nick Pavetta's on a rehab assignment. Jolie Rodriguez has been sent down. Sal Romano. Cody Scroggins, James Dugout, Brandon Walter. And that's your pick. Oh, these are all pitchers, by the way. These are all pitchers. So right now, Mick Favetta is on a rehab assignment. Catchers, Nathan Hickey, wasn't there a Japanese player on here? I don't remember. Let's see if because let's see, infielders, Jamie Westbrook, Mark Contreras. Okay, yeah. Space Cowboys. That's
the Houston Astros. The Sugarland Space Cowboys are the Houston Astros affiliate. along with the Corpus Christi Hooks.
Hmm.
And then the only team we got here in San Antonio is I think they're a part of the Padres. I don't know if they are still or
San Antonio Space Cowboys.
no, the San Antonio Missions.
There's some sad news coming out of wait a minute, this is from 2019. Never mind. Oh, how about I'm seeing if there's any Japanese players. Picture of the Red Sox, they have one. Let's see. It's Koji Uehara, Daisuke Matsuzaka. Who is? Oh, that's right. We have a Japanese player, Naoyuki Uesawa to the Red Sox. So we do have Naoyuki Uesawa. I want to see what he's doing. Okay, right now. So let's see. He's a current pitcher, and so Naoyuki Uesawa. So right now, maybe the Red Sox do need him. So let's see the career so far. Red Sox. It was recalled. Oh, okay. That's what. Okay. April 28th, Uesawa is recalled from the Red Sox, promoted to the majors. So we might see him in the game. Oh, he's in the game. We were talking about this dude. Yuki Uesawa. Okay, I want to see what this guy can do. Wow, okay. Welcome to the big leagues, kid. Best of luck to you. Hopefully he does well. I mean, hold this, and give the Red Sox a pretty good chance to. All right, this is the first time. I was wondering why he wasn't. I thought he was in Worcester. I gotta tell you, this is.
I know David goes to those games. I've seen him.
I know David goes to those games, and I'm telling you, this is easy, kid, easy with the splitter, man, easy. That ball went flying out of his hand. Yeah, so this is his major league debut against Stanford, because I think all the injuries have been happening. He was called up. Oh, yeah, made him pop up. Catch it. Somebody catch it. Rafi, good job. Yeah, that's amazing. I want to talk about the most ridiculous ejections. I got 5. Some of the top off the top of my mind. The most ridiculous ejections. I would say one of those ejections was like the ejections that like why like one ask a player why like somebody why like Anthony Rendon when he played for the Nationals. I forget the team. I think it was against Philly or something like that. He gets a call third strike, but he flips his bat, just like nothing. He didn't look at the umpire, said nothing, taking off his gloves, and all of a sudden the umpire kind of looks and he ejects him from the ball game. And he did not say a word. He did not say a word. And I thought that was that's one of my. Another ridiculous ejection was Aaron Boone recently.
Yeah, that one was stupid.
That was because under Wendelstedt was hearing some chirping, but was a fan that said it, and Aaron Boone did not say a stinking word. It was against Oakland, and Aaron Boone did. I'm supposed to hate on the Yankees because I'm a Red Sox fan, but that ejection was really stupid. And then another ridiculous ejection was JP Realmuto ejection in spring training. He was like, I think it was, pitcher got now or something like that. They were tossing. He was about to toss a ball to the pitcher. He didn't think that. He thought the pitcher didn't have a ball. He was about to ask an umpire for the ball. And when he saw his pitcher having a ball, he figured, he didn't need a ball. Okay. When the umpire threw the ball on his glove and he went like this, umpire ejects him. Ridiculous. That was another one. It's my top 5 ridiculous ejections. It's the top of my head. Another one. Oh, it was in a minor league Cubs game. Oh, Uwasawa, good job. Good job. Let's see what the bats can do. Down by 2. Bottom of the 8th. Another one. And the minor league game was a Cubs game. Not minor league. It was like Iowa Cubs, I think, like that. I think the umpire was having a tough time with the strike zone, and the fans were getting on his case about it. But the PA guy, Derek Dye, decided to play 3 blind mice. And the umpire pointed at him, he ejected him from the ball game. I'm like, this would play 3 blind mice? I don't know, like an ode to the Three Stooges, but come on. You mean to tell me that the umpire got oversensitive because of that? That was like the stupidest thing ever. That was the stupidest ejection ever. Just for playing 3 blind mice, the umpire ejects the PA, the organ guy from the ball game. That's unheard of. Derek Dye was the guy's name. He's like, and then he's like, yeah, this is awesome. Awesome, it's stupid. Because he played 3 blind mice and the umpire ejects him from the ball game. Boy, some of these umpires got really either short fuses and they have short fuses and oversensitive. And then my number 1 most ridiculous ejection was Adrian Beltre. Because Adrian Beltre always loves to have fun. He loves to have fun. He goofs around with his teammates, especially with Elvis Andrews when he was at Texas Rangers.
Yeah, I remember Adrian Beltre.
Adrian Beltre. Right, Adrian Beltre does not want to get hit with a foul ball. He doesn't want to get hurt and injured. It was against the Marlins.
Oh, yeah, isn't that when the fan threw the ball back and almost hit him?
And that was Riamudo.
Oh, okay.
I'm talking about against the Marlins. Adrian Beltre was like away from the on deck circle, right? All right. He didn't want to get hit with a foul ball. He didn't want to get hurt and injured. Don't blame the guy. All right. Don't blame him one iota. Right. Jerry Davis, the umpire, said, "Get back in the on deck circle." You want to go there? Okay. He grabs the on deck circle and brings it over to him, right? And everybody's getting a kick out of it. He's laughing. Everybody's laughing, having a good time. The umpire looks at Adrian Beltre. Get out of here! What the heck, Jesse? That's got to be the most number 1 stupidest ejection ever.
Yeah.
I mean, what do you think?
I think it's stupid.
There you go. Jerry Davis has no freaking sense of humor. I'm like, I mean, it's ridiculous. And those ejections, those are the top 5 ejections in baseball history, in my personal opinion. That is like the stupidest ejection ever. You know the crazy part of this? You know the crazy part about this, Jesse?
What?
None of these ejections I just mentioned involved Angel Hernandez. That's crazy. Everybody talks about how bad Angel Hernandez is. But I say Angel Hernandez is so stupid he makes Jessica Simpson look smart. Yeah.
I remember that. I remember that those calls he was missing during a Houston Astros game, and he pissed people off. Yeah, there it is.
Yeah, I already pissed off Carl Schwarber last year to the point where, he has no, he has no right to eject anybody. In my personal opinion, if people say you're awful, you should be saying you're awful. You take it like a man. Umpires get oversensitive sometimes. I mean, slamming the equipment is one thing. I can understand what but sometimes you want. Come on, Boston, you got to come back from this. Yeah. They're down 2 runs. Do something. Connor Wong, the guy's been hitting the cover off the ball. Is that a submarine sidewinding delivery from this guy? Watch this. Oh, my goodness. Look at woof. How in the world can you contend with that? Those crazy pitchers, let me tell you. Wind up. Oh, that's a ball. The sinker. No more like a riser. It's like up here. Sinker's supposed to sink down. No, it's up here. Ooh, and that's in there. That's another thing. There, down there, your sinker's doing it. Rogers, okay. Ugh. But yeah, 5 of the most ridiculous ejections. Crap. Red Sox got to get. Oh goodness sakes! All right, it is. We got 15 minutes left of the show. I don't know what we're going to talk about next, as far as like I said, our teams, your teams are going one way, my team's going another way, and it's like, I know you Stros, they got Justin Verlander back, which is very, very shocking. I thought he would succeed in New York, but hey, if Justin Verlander wants to go with a team that can help out in the playoffs, come to the Red Sox. We'll be more than happy to welcome him and Kate Upton, okay? But I'm sure you don't want to get rid of him for sure. Unless he wants to go to a team that can contend. If he wants to go to a team, let him go to the Yankees.
I don't know if it's possible for the Astros to turn it around.
Yeah, if the Astros don't turn it around, Verlander probably wants to go to a team that can contend for a world championship. I know he's got one World Series with Houston. Am I correct?
I think.
I think that was the same time that he asked Kate Upton to marry him. I think after they won the World Series.
Yeah,
I think that's So. Yeah, it is amazing about how
all the teams that were contending last year are like at the bottom, like the Diamondbacks.
Well, the Diamondbacks. I'll tell you what, they came out of nowhere last season to end up in the World Series against Texas Rangers. Texas Rangers also. That was another team that nobody expected to end up being in first, to end up winning the whole thing. O'Neill on the left. Usawa. Oh, that's not. I thought Usawa. It's Usawa. Naoki Usawa. This whole them 2-3 runs. I get him in the game. Oh, grounder, Rafaela. Yeah, the Red Sox saying that with Ceddanne Rafaela will be the new everyday shortstop, which is and that's where when the Red Sox first got him, drafted him, and I think that was the position he played until they moved him to the outfield. At that time, I think Bogarts, when the Red Sox signed Story, decided to move him to the outfield to get his bat in the lineup. But now with Story out for the season, Rafaela has done very well at shortstop, really, really improved. So I think, like I said, that's why the Red Sox are basically treading above 500 right now. Matt Chapman, he's supposed to be good. Let's see what happens at the top of the ninth. Trying to find the plate. This is his debut, I believe. Naoki Usawa. So, they got him going. Strike. Okay. If you can hold the team to give the Red Sox at least an arm's length of a chance to, you don't want to put the game way out of reach for the Red Sox. Keep Red Sox within striking distance. Oh, nice job. There you go. 2 outs. Very good. Yeah. So. Yeah, we lose we lose offense in Story and Casas. And we had, like I said, defense has really helped us. I remember, it kind of reminds me of 2004 when the Red Sox traded Nomar Garciaparra. All right. We ended up picking up Doug Minkiewicz from Minnesota, who the Red Sox were playing at the time. So basically, Minkiewicz was changing uniforms and lockers. Then Orlando Cabrera comes over also in that. Was a 14 trade would involve the Expos, the Cubs, and the Twins, along with the Red Sox. that was defense, and then the Sox ended up picking up Dave Roberts at that time also with some speed in the lineup. That really does help us out. Whoa, they got him 1, 2, 3 inning. Good job, Usawa. Looks like the closer is going to come in for the. So yeah, we got 10 minutes to go, and I'll live react to the game. And wow, and nobody's watching. I know nobody's watching. I'm surprised David has not come in yet. But I wasn't know what the heck is going on. So, anyways, um, like I said, I know the Houston Astros can make a few changes. I'm sure Houston's got to do something. They need a win streak.
Yeah.
So
Here's something from the Chronicle.
uh,
Jeff Bagwell says Astros are embarrassed. Why isn't he worried? The Hall of Fame first baseman and current Astros advisor pumped the brakes on early season concerns. Save for Saturday's altitude 8 explosion in Mexico City, the Houston Astros offense is off to a strangely slow start through the season's first month. One of the franchise's former top sluggers isn't concerned about the club, however. Baseball Hall of Famer and current Astros advisor Jeff Bagwell discussed Houston's sluggish start Saturday during an autograph signing at U.S. Coins and Jewelry in Houston. Bagwell noted he believes the team is currently embarrassed by their current performance, though he noted I got faith in them to mount a run for the AL West crown. These guys have been through a lot over the last 7 years, and I got faith in them. I really do, Bagwell said. This is not going to quit. I promise you that. They're probably a little bit embarrassed over how they've played, and hopefully that embarrassment turns to anger and anger turns to wins. Bagwell, a close confidant of team owner Jim Crane, was a key piece in last year's free agent push to bring first baseman Jose Abreu to Houston, which wasn't smart. I mean, the move has yet to pay dividends. Abreu posted strong numbers last September and October, though. Otherwise, he stands as one of baseball's least productive first basemen over the last year. Plus, Abreu post career worst marks in batting average, 237.
So I think Jeff Bagwell must be having a little faith in the team. That team will get motivated to win. I
Yeah.
think it starts with the skipper to motivate. That looks like a strike. Oh, come on! You seriously kidding me?
I mean, Bagwell he was once the hitting coach for the Astros
They're gonna need him. Dominic Smith, 1-1. Okay.
a while back. I think back in the dark ages is what I call it.
Dark Ages, yeah. Before Houston decided to take off, and I think the move to the American League was probably the best thing ever to happen to Houston.
Because that weren't they in the AL or in the NL Central?
Yeah, they were in the NL. And another thing too is back then, the NL until now, the NL didn't have a DH,
Yeah.
and that adds because the DH adds to the offensive in your lineup. 3-1. Bottom of the ninth, they got Doval. So Red Sox need a couple of runners on, and whoever can slug a 3-run shot to win the game, that would be beautiful. Let's get something going here. All right, takes a strike. Full count. Yeah, so we get 6 minutes to go, so what I'm trying to do. Yeah, so if Jeff Bagwell's not worried, he has faith in his team. I think the team needs to be motivated. You know?
Yep. I think we moved in 2013 or 2012 to 2013 to the from the Central Division to the AL West.
Yeah, that was probably the best move that ever made because Houston was off to some success since going to moving to the American League. And when you move, but now the DH is universal. Oh crap, 1 out. So yeah, the Oh, if he gone on, he was going to hit. No, wait. Ryan McGuire. Looks like Reese McGuire is coming in to pinch hit. So we'll see what happens here. We'll spend the last 5 minutes trying to react to the last inning of the game. The Red Sox need to get a couple of runners on for them to even have a chance. So we'll see what happens here. I'm trying to all right, a couple of homers. Let's see what can they do here. Don't homer right away. Just get on base. Listen, we need a couple of runners on base. 100 miles per hour. This guy's throwing some serious heat. I wonder he's their closer. Ooh, did he go? Unfortunately, he went. Pinch hitting, 310 average, 4 doubles, 2 homers, 6 RBs. 6 ribbies, and Ceddanne Rafaela is on deck. Ceddanne Rafaela is on deck. We got to be careful here. Foul ball. 101. 101. Let's see. Before we leave for the show, we got 4 minutes left on the Dugout Crew, and I gotta tell you, all the Major League Baseball has been doing, making a lot of changes. Some people like the changes, some people don't, and that's 2 outs. Come on. Yeah, 40 years, Nesson. So that means since 1984. Holy mackerel. We'll see what goes. Like I said, my team's doing decent, even though they're down by 2 right now. Kind of hoping Rafaela can get on base. We need a couple of runners on base to do something. And strategy is main key. I want to thank everybody for tuning in, even though not a lot of people. I want to thank Godfather Dom for at least commenting, and I really do appreciate that. I do apologize for Jason DeCanio and Joey Casey not being able to be here. They have some personal obligations they need to deal with, and I'm sure they'll have to deal with them, whether it be a job or anything like that. But I want to thank Jesse. So hopefully they'll be back next week to bring their baseball knowledge to this great podcast. I want to thank Jesse Havoc for coming in and for helping us out when talking about Houston and how the team's going. And the Red Sox lose.
Ouch.
Yeah. So 3-1 is the final score. Red Sox, that's okay. Listen, 2 out of 3. They say 2 out of 3 is not bad. They say 2 out of 3 is not bad. They'll have to take that loss to Minnesota. So, and Minnesota been winning 10 games in a row. We'll try to find a way to stop this streak and all that good stuff. So, I want to thank everybody for tuning in once again to the show, and I'm hoping to get, like I said before, we're hoping to get Jason and Joey back next week and hope to bring their baseball knowledge to this great podcast.
Hey, it's Tom.
Yeah. So I want to thank everybody for tuning in. So I want to thank Jesse Havoc for being on, and thank you for. Hey Tom, what's going on? We're about to finish up, buddy. Thank you for coming in, and so we'll see what happens in the next week, and hopefully the Red Sox will do better. Like I said, we have a short homestand, 3 against Minnesota. Road trip, 3 against Minnesota over the weekend, and then a day off on Monday. A couple of games against. I can read a line and listen. Okay, that's right. You can do that. Also, we get 2 against Atlanta, which I'm probably going to go up against Chris Sale in one of those games. So that's going to be a lot of fun. I know Houston's got a lot of work to do, Jesse. But believe, if Jeff Bagwell's not worried and he believes, I'm sure you can too. So thank all of y'all for tuning in to the show. Like I said again, I want to thank David for letting me host the show. So thank you very much, and hopefully your life hits you a home run. Goodbye for now.